Yo, 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 this is Ben from Body Fit Academy, and I just wanted to make this video to go over the question, or to answer the question that I've been getting a lot recently, okay? This is basically the question, how do I get rid of belly fat around my stomach especially, okay? So focusing on that area. So you guys that are already on the Body Fit Academy program, you're doing the right kind of training anyway, obviously, and you're doing the right kind of nutrition by just following the system, okay? And if you find that your results are somewhat lagging in terms of your belly fat, then that's going to be down to one main reason, okay? This is something we've talked about briefly, and I just want to sort of remind you of that, okay? The main reason of that is going to be due to stress, okay? Because when you get stressed out, then your body has a certain response that triggers basically a certain physiological response as well, okay? So this never happened in history, but I want you to imagine a typical sort of Flintstone scenario, okay? So imagine like a caveman and a T-Rex, okay, like a dinosaur, yeah? Imagine that you walk around the corner and there's a big T-Rex there ready to eat you. And you've obviously got to get away from that. Your body needs to respond and react in a way that's going to help you get away. So that's called the fight or flight response. So I know everyone's heard of that before. So it's basically chemical processes that occur that prepare your body to fight or flight from that situation, okay? So your body releases adrenaline, all that kind of thing. It gets you extra energy. That's how you can sometimes have that little bit of an edge. So if you're feeling nervous for a football game, if you've ever done anything like that, then it's because of this response, okay? Because of the chemical processes that occur and the hormones that are released. One of the hormones that's released after the event is cortisol, okay? This happens as basically a recovery response, yeah? Because after you've ran away from a dinosaur, like a T-Rex, then you never know what's around the next corner, okay? What I mean by that is, say you've just got away from such a scenario like that, then as soon as you've escaped that T-Rex, then there might be another one waiting through the next forest, yeah, or whatever like that. I know that's not a typical scenario that would happen nowadays, but what happens nowadays is that with our stressful lifestyle, that people are getting this response all day, every day. So this is stuff from money issues, work issues, being stressed out at work, at your boss, with kids, with worrying about a lot of stuff that's going on, just generally being stressed because of our everyday lifestyle, yeah? So if you think we're basically living in old bodies in a current climate, okay? So our bodies are not adapted to our current climate. We've not evolved, so we're still living basically in old bodies, if that makes sense, yeah? Hope you know what I mean by that. And this cortisol that's released, it basically makes you store more body fat, okay, especially around the stomach. Now, if you're getting stressed out a lot throughout the day, then you're getting this fight or flight response is happening quite a lot, yeah, this fight or flight. So it's happening all day long. So stuff like caffeine, so teas, coffees, your sleep, if that's not optimal, and alcohol, all three of them have a big part to play, and they can also have a big effect on cortisol. So it's not just physical, mental stress, it's these things as well. So it's basically a lifestyle that you're living, okay? So that's the key component that you're probably going to be missing out on, okay? And you're not concentrating on enough. So when your cortisol levels are high, your blood sugar becomes high, okay? This is to give you that recovery so that you can deal with another situation like that, okay? So your high blood sugar is basically there. I know I spelt this wrong. Energy is not spelt like that, I know, but we're trying to type this up quick just to get it done for you. So again, you've got this high blood sugar so that you've got the energy available for your muscles to use, so you can either fight or run away, yeah, from this physical situation. Obviously, or hopefully, you're not in that kind of situation where you have to fight or run away from things, but your body does not treat that any different to sort of mental stress, yeah? So if you're getting worried about things, you're getting stressed out through work, then that's going to be treated the same as physical stress, as in you're getting ready for a fight or run away from some sort of dinosaur or some sort of animal or whatever like that, yeah? So again, looking at what happens is if we don't have any physical stress and it's mental stress through work, then we don't actually need any energy, or we don't use any energy, okay? Because we're not actually physically using anything. So if you're getting stressed out at work, all this response happens, but you still stay sat down at that desk or in your chair or whatever, yeah? You're not actually using your muscles to sprint away and jump over things and climb up trees or whatever like that. Then, because you've got this excess blood sugar, that's stored as fat, okay? And you have a higher number of cortisol receptors around your belly fat, okay? So that's how it comes back and relates to your belly fat. So again, I made this separate bit for sleep. Sleep comes into this quite a lot as well because, again, your sleep affects your cortisol levels. When you wake up, you want your cortisol levels to be quite high so you can pretty much jump out of bed and be ready for anything, yeah? You're ready for the day, for whatever it's going to throw at you, okay? Now at night or at the evening, you want your cortisol levels to be fairly low so that you feel quite sleepy and that you're ready to actually nod off, okay? Now in most people, or for most people, it's the opposite way around. So you might be tired but wired at night and you just can't sleep and you're just buzzing basically. And in the morning you wake up half like a zombie and just feeling really sluggish. You sort of want that the opposite way around, yeah? You want to be feeling quite tired and sleepy at night, like you can nod off at any time or even stood up. And you want to be high cortisol levels in the morning, ready for action, ready for the day. So as the last thing, I'm going to look at how to combat this and how you can help to deal with this stress that you're probably getting in your life, okay? Number one is Tulsi tea. Quite a good supplement. I would class it as a supplement. It's a tea, so if you're having any caffeine, I'd ditch the caffeine and have Tulsi teas, which you can get online. And these basically help bring down what's high and help bring up what's low, okay? So if your cortisol levels are high from stress, if they're chronically high especially, it's going to help bring them down back to normal levels to help your belly fat. Also, what you do before bed helps as well, okay? Now, what I mean by that is you want a sleep-inducing environment. So at least 30 minutes before you want to be going to sleep, you want to be getting ready for that. So no TV, you want a cool environment, not cold but not warm, just a nice cool environment. You want it to be quite dark as well. You know the score, you know what I'm talking about, a sleep-inducing environment, okay? So no telly blasting away. Actually, watching the news as well before you go to bed, before you go to sleep, can actually trigger your stress levels as well, making your cortisol levels high and actually disturbing your sleep as well. So it all links in. So caffeine as well is another big one, and alcohol. They both affect your cortisol levels, and your alcohol as well affects your insulin levels, which obviously has a reflection of cortisol. Because usually when one's low, the other's high. So if cortisol is low, the hormone insulin is normally high. Yeah. So as cortisol's high, insulin's normally low. So you want them quite balanced if you can. So you don't want one high to trigger the opposite. Yeah. Also, just the last one, just relax a bit more. Yeah. So just chill out and just try doing stuff you like. So whether that's having a nice bath for relaxing, whether that's just sitting in your own zone for a while, whether it's meditating, a little bit of yoga. So those can help the mental sides for helping you lose belly fat, okay? So I hope that's been a brief overview on how you can actually combat belly fat and why you're probably finding that's the hardest bit. And again, I know you're going to be able to relate to this because those of you that have been asking about it will probably have a high level of stress, and you need to address that issue as much as possible to help control the fat around your belly fat, or the fat around your belly, shall I say. And if you want to know more about this kind of thing, then I've got my 21 Fat Loss Laws seminar coming up on the 15th of November. Obviously, if you've missed that and you're watching this video after that date, then you've missed it. It's as simple as that. And it's in Clifton Community Centre, okay? So that's the 15th of November. and it's at 7 till 8 p.m. Okay, it's a Tuesday evening. So again, it's going to last around an hour. I'm just going to go through everything that you need to know. Basically the best tips for losing belly fat and fat around your legs, fat around your belly, your arms. Especially for you women that are struggling for it, even if you're struggling for time. If you found that doing your own stuff hasn't worked, so whether it's following a diet, following a gym program, or you're getting sick and tired of not actually seeing the best results, then I'm going to talk you through the stuff that you've been doing wrong, okay? Because I guarantee there's at least going to be a couple of these 21 things that you're doing wrong, okay, or you're not doing. Okay, because a lot of people do the opposite. A lot of people do something thinking that it's going to be beneficial for them, but in actual fact, it's having a negative effect on their fat loss. Okay, it's doing the opposite on what you think it is. So all this kind of thing we're going to go through on the night as well. We're going to jam pack it into 1 hour. So it's going to be packed full of golden nuggets, if you like. So again, the event's on Facebook. I'm going to probably include this somewhere around this video, so you've got the details for that as well. So that's pretty much it, guys. It's, again, been a pleasure to talk you through this, and I hope to see you at the seminar. So again, guys, I'm Ben from Body Fit Academy.